Hey guys, Graham Stephan here. Today I want to talk to you about something that's been popping up everywhere lately, especially if you've been following the world of cryptocurrency. Whether you're a seasoned investor or just someone who's curious about the next big thing in tech, you've probably heard some buzz about a new project that's got people talking. Have you heard of Pi Network? If not, you're definitely not alone, but trust me, it's quickly becoming a name you'll want to remember. Pi Network is a relatively new player in the ever-evolving crypto game, and it's been making some serious waves in the community. Unlike the big names like Bitcoin or Ethereum, Pi Network is taking a different approach, and that's what makes it so interesting. In just a short amount of time, millions of people from all over the world have jumped on board, hoping to get in early on what could be the next big thing in digital currency. It's not just tech enthusiasts or crypto veterans either. Students, professionals, and even people who've never owned a single cryptocurrency are getting involved. The excitement is real, and the community is growing every single day. So, what exactly is Pi Network all about? At its core, Pi Network wants to make cryptocurrency accessible to everyone, not just those with expensive hardware or deep technical knowledge. The idea is to break down the barriers that have kept so many people out of the crypto space and create a digital currency that anyone can use no matter where they are or what their background is. Remember the early days of Bitcoin mining? Back then, you needed powerful computers, specialized equipment, and a lot of electricity just to have a chance at earning a few coins. It was expensive, complicated, and honestly, out of reach for most people. That's where Pi Network is different. With Pi, you can actually mine cryptocurrency right from your phone. That's right, no fancy graphics cards, no noisy mining rigs, and no sky-high electricity bills. All you need is a smartphone and a few seconds each day to check in. It's designed to be simple, user-friendly, and accessible to just about anyone. The process is incredibly straightforward. Just open the app daily, tap a button, and you're good to go. There's no need to leave your phone running all night or worry about complicated settings. It's as easy as checking your social media or sending a text message. This simplicity is a big part of why so many people are giving Pi Network a try. Because it's so easy to get started, Pi Network has attracted a massive following in a very short time. People from all walks of life are joining in, sharing the app with friends and family, and building a global community of users who are all mining Pi together. It's become a social movement as much as a technological one. Today, there are millions of users, known as pioneers, who are now part of the Pi Network. They're not just mining coins, they're helping to shape the future of this new digital currency. The sense of excitement and possibility is contagious, and it's easy to see why so many people are eager to be a part of it. But as with any new opportunity, it's important to take a step back and really understand what you're getting into. There's a lot of potential here, but there are also risks and unanswered questions. Is Pi Network the future of cryptocurrency, or just another passing trend? What are the benefits and what should you watch out for? These are the questions we need to explore before jumping in headfirst. So, if you're curious about Pi Network and want to know what all the hype is about, stick around. We're gonna dive deep into how it works, what makes it different, and whether it's worth your time. Let's explore Pi Network together and see if it really lives up to the buzz. For a long time, Pi Network operated in a closed ecosystem. Users could mine Pi, but they couldn't trade it on exchanges. That all changed on February 20th, 2025, with the launch of the open Mainnet. This was a huge milestone for Pi Network. It meant that Picoin could finally be bought and sold on the open market. Exchanges like OKX and BitGet listed Pi, and Binance even held a community vote on whether to list it. The open Mainnet marked a new era for Pi Network. It signaled a shift from a closed community to a more open and accessible platform. But as with any new launch, there were challenges, particularly with price volatility and liquidity. With the open Mainnet launch, Picoin took its first flight on the open market. Excitement was high, and the price initially soared. It debuted at $1.70 and quickly climbed to $2. However, the celebration was short-lived. Within a day, the price plummeted to 66 cents. This roller coaster ride highlighted the volatility of the cryptocurrency market, especially for new entrants like Pi. Several factors contributed to this price volatility. Limited liquidity, meaning not enough buyers and sellers, played a significant role. Additionally, the overall market sentiment and uncertainty surrounding Pi's long-term viability also influenced the price. KYC, or Know Your Customer, is a crucial process in the world of cryptocurrency. It involves verifying the identity of users to prevent fraud and money laundering. For Pi network users, KYC is essential for accessing the full potential of their Pi holdings. Without completing KYC, users cannot migrate their Pi to the mainnet or trade it on exchanges. This process ensures that only legitimate users are participating in the Pi ecosystem. While some users might find the KYC process tedious, it's a necessary step for Pi network to gain credibility and comply with regulations. By implementing KYC, Pi network aims to create a more secure and trustworthy environment for its users. With the open mainnet now officially live, the Pi network community is entering an exciting new era. This milestone marks the culmination of years of development, anticipation, and collaboration among millions of pioneers around the world. The launch of the mainnet is more than just a technical upgrade. It's a major leap forward for the entire Pi ecosystem, opening up a world of new possibilities for users and developers alike. For the first time, Pi network users have the opportunity to migrate their Pi holdings from the enclosed test environment to the fully operational mainnet. This means that the Pi you've been mining and accumulating can now be transferred to a decentralized blockchain, where it can interact with a broader range of applications, services, and users. The migration process is a crucial step in transforming your Pi from a digital balance in an app to a real usable cryptocurrency on the blockchain. This process essentially unlocks the full potential of your Pi. No longer limited to the Pi network's internal ecosystem, your Pi can now be used in a variety of ways, whether it's trading with others, making purchases, or participating in decentralized applications built on the Pi blockchain. The mainnet migration is your gateway to a much larger digital economy, where your Pi can have real-world value and utility. By moving your Pi to the mainnet, you gain the ability to trade, exchange, and participate in the broader Pi ecosystem. This includes engaging with other users, exploring new decentralized apps, and even contributing to the growth of the Pi network by supporting new projects and initiatives. The mainnet is where the true vision of Pi as a global, accessible cryptocurrency begins to take shape. The migration process itself involves transferring your Pi from the Pi network app to a non-custodial wallet on the mainnet. This is a critical step, as it moves your Pi from a centralized app-based balance to a decentralized, blockchain-based wallet that you control. The process is designed to be user-friendly, with step-by-step instructions provided within the app to guide you through each stage of the migration. Once your Pi is on the mainnet, you have full control over your digital assets. You can send and receive Pi, interact with smart contracts, and explore a growing ecosystem of decentralized finance and digital services. This level of control is empowering, but it also means that you are now responsible for the security and management of your own cryptocurrency. With this newfound control comes the important responsibility of managing your private keys. Unlike traditional banking or custodial services, a non-custodial wallet means that only you have access to your funds. If you lose your private key or recovery phrase, there is no way to recover your Pi. It's essential to store your private keys securely, use strong passwords, and consider multiple backup methods to protect your assets. The migration process is a significant milestone for every Pi network user. It represents your transition from being an early adopter, participating in the network's growth and development, to becoming an active participant in the Pi economy. This is your chance to help shape the future of the Pi network, contribute to its community, and benefit from the opportunities that come with a live, decentralized blockchain. By migrating to the mainnet, you're joining a global movement of pioneers who are helping to build a more inclusive, accessible, and innovative digital economy. This transition is not just about technology, it's about community, collaboration, and the shared vision of making cryptocurrency accessible to everyone, everywhere. However, as you take this important step, it's essential to approach the migration process with caution. Double-check all instructions, verify addresses before transferring your Pi, and be wary of scams or phishing attempts. The decentralized nature of blockchain means that transactions are irreversible, so taking the time to ensure accuracy and security is absolutely vital. Make sure to follow best practices for securing your digital wallet, such as backing up your recovery phrase in multiple safe locations, enabling two-factor authentication where possible, and keeping your devices updated and protected. By taking these precautions, you can ensure a smooth and secure migration, safeguarding your Pi for the future and fully embracing the opportunities of the Mainnet era. In the world of Pi network, understanding value is not as straightforward as it might seem. There are two primary values that every participant, investor, and enthusiast should be aware of: the global consensus value, often referred to as the GCV, and the actual market price. These two numbers are at the heart of ongoing debates and discussions within the Pi community, and they play a crucial role in shaping perceptions, expectations, and decisions about Pi's future. The GCV is a value proposed and supported by the Pi community itself. It's set at $314.159 per Pi, a number that pays homage to the mathematical constant Pi, and is meant to symbolize the community's collective belief in the potential of the currency. This value is not just a random figure, it's the result of discussions, proposals, and a shared vision among Pi users who hope to see their digital currency reach new heights. For many, the GCV represents an ideal, a target that, if achieved, would validate their faith and early participation in the network. However, when we turn our attention to the open market, the story changes dramatically. The actual market price of Pi is determined by real-world trading activity, where buyers and sellers interact based on their own assessments of value, risk, and opportunity. Unlike the GCV, the market price is constantly shifting, influenced by factors such as supply and demand, overall market sentiment, and the broader economic environment. In many cases, the market price of Pi is significantly lower than the GCV, sometimes by a wide margin. This stark discrepancy between the GCV and the market price is more than just a number on a screen. It highlights a fundamental tension within the Pi ecosystem. On one hand, there is the optimism and ambition of the community, eager to see Pi recognized as a valuable digital asset. On the other, there is the reality of the open market, where value is established through actual transactions and the willingness of people to buy and sell at certain prices. The gap between these two values can create confusion, uncertainty, and even frustration among those who are new to the world of cryptocurrency. While the community might aspire for a high valuation, it's important to remember that the market ultimately determines the price based on the fundamental principles of supply and demand. No matter how strong the collective belief in a high GCV, the actual price people are willing to pay for Pi in real-world transactions is what sets its true market value. This is a dynamic process, shaped by countless individual decisions and external factors that can change rapidly. This disparity between perceived value and actual market value underscores the importance of critical thinking and informed decision-making. It's easy to get swept up in the excitement of community-driven optimism, but investors and users must take a step back and analyze the data objectively. Understanding the difference between what a community hopes for and what the market actually delivers is essential for anyone looking to navigate the world of Pi network successfully. For those considering investing in or using Pi, it's crucial to exercise caution and rely on objective market data rather than solely on community sentiment or aspirational values. By staying informed and grounded in reality, participants can make better decisions and avoid the pitfalls that often come with speculative markets. In the end, understanding both the GCV and the market price, and the reasons behind their differences, will empower you to approach Pi network with clarity and confidence.